What the business is, man? It's your boy Mark, broadcasting live, man. And I'm back with another video. You know, doing what I do best. A vacation. You know, I stay on a vacation, you know what I'm saying? Don't know trucker on YouTube. I ain't really no truck on YouTube. I don't really be in there like talking about it. I might come and shoot the shit with y'all every now and then, but don't know truck on YouTube. Take more holidays. That what the motor folk call it, holiday. Take more holidays than the done. Especially now, we got the truck paid off. Got a couple paid off trucks. That's the Beau Rivage right there. That's my. Can you see it? On my phone. Kind of. What is the sun just? Because it ain't really that clear. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can wipe it off and make it a little clearer. Can y'all see? It might just be. Anyway, that's the Beau Rivage right there. Sitting on the water, the ocean. That would be what? It used to be called the Gulf of Mexico. I think it's called the Gulf of America now. He's got a lot of casinos. You got the Beau Rivage, you got the Hard Rock. The Palace, the one that Mazarin on in Prime, the good folks at Prime, it's over. You can't see it from here. What Norbert say on next picture? I fell in the pond, so you can't see it. But boy, did I have your ass. But it's over there somewhere. You got a lot of little strip casinos over there. Harrah's. What else you got over there? I said the Hard Rock. I don't know, it's a couple more. Then over here, this will, okay, so that'll be Biloxi. Let me pan out a little bit for you. So that's Biloxi over here. This over here where the IP at, that's where I'm at. And the Scarlet Pearl, this is what they call D'Iberville. Okay, so this is, although they right there, this is actually technically a different little town. This is called D'Iberville. And over there where those casinos at, it's called Biloxi. But it's about, I would give it at least 8 or 9 casinos over there. And like I say, the Palace should be somewhere right there, because if it's a bridge that crossed that bay right there, so it's before you get to the bridge. Now, if you go back the yonder way, like if you ever come down here for they have like cruising the coast or whatever, and you go 10, is that 10? 90, that might be 90. Because 10 is the interstate, so that might be 90. If you take 90, I'm going to say it's 90. It might not be 90, but just bear with me. Then you'll get to Treasure Bay, and then once you get into Gulfport, you'll get into, what's the casino in Gulfport? What's the casino in Gulfport? The Island View. So, yeah. But anyway, just finna take me a little, little brisake. Got some things going on. I might bring y'all with me a little later on. Then again, I might not. We shall see. We shall see. It's a beautiful day. I wouldn't go deep sea fishing. They got some like redfish and stuff off the coast over there. But so like that's the Gulf, but it's a bay. You can't see the bay. They gave me I don't really like this view. This would technically be like an ocean view, but you know, being that they not technically on the ocean, you know, it's not technically an ocean view. I mean, you can't see the ocean. But it's a little foggy today for some reason. That might be why we can't see the Beau Rivage. But if you're going to come down, I might do a series, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm probably the best dice player, one of the best dice players in the world, okay? The craps player, not that street dice shit. Crap player on the table. I'm probably one of the best in the world, okay? And we may do a series where we go, you know, do a little casino hopping. I said I was going to do that for my birthday. My birthday, May 31st. So now that I got y'all attention, May 31st is the day that I'm dropping my liquor brand. All right, Don Shamarco's The Clear will drop on my birthday, May 31st. You will be able to, I might open up the pre-orders for people to go in and start pre-ordering off the website, maybe in a couple of days in April, May. That'll give you 2 months to pre-order. My birthday is on a Sunday. That's the official launch date. And then that Monday, June 1st, will be the day that we start shipping out. And after that, it was going to be a pretty good little journey, because then we have to fight for some shelf space and some different liquor stores, and but you will always be able to go get you a bottle off of DonShamarcos.com. You know what I'm saying? So you be like, well, I don't see it in my store. Go to DonShamarcos.com. Not now, not yet, because the site is not live yet. Or you can go to ShamarcusDickinson.com and you can link off of there. That's really the hood for everything. You got the truck and stuff. ShamarcusDickinsonLogistics.com. All that stuff. It hub off of right now. It hubs off of ShamarcusDickinson.com, and Don Shamarcos will do the same thing. It'll hub off of there, but for now, it's been real exciting times. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday yet. I really don't want to do nothing. I am really traveled out, man. I do not want to go nowhere. My uncle and them, they in I don't know if I told you, they trying to find a house over there in Africa, and that's where they at now. They sent me a picture. Let me see if it's on this phone or not. They sent me a picture the other day and said, let me see what they say. They were like, what do you say? That's his wife. That's Aunt Val. She's an author. Them Dickinsons, they very, they kind of successful and bougie little. Let me see. So they arriving. You can't see it. They arriving in South Africa, Johannesburg, I believe. They trying to get me to come over there. They got a. Let me sit down, cause let me sit down. Let's sit down and have a conversation. I'm gonna sit right here in this little chair right here. Let me finish watching this little video. Oh, let's sit down for a second. They was trying to get me to come over there, but they got a big ass house down in Fayetteville, Georgia, and I told them to sell it to me, but I think they gonna keep both of them. It's just too much going on in the world today for me to be talking about going anywhere. Cause I wanted to go to Turk and Caicos for my birthday, but now them flights and tickets, them things was damn $7,000. I wasn't finna do that. I just ain't finna do that. And then when we be going, we ain't on no Motel 6 type shit. We in the resorts and shit, and jacuzzi, resort tubs, and all that kind of crazy shit. So that thing was $7,000. So I do want to do the Turk and Caicos. We went to Cabo already. Or no, we was going, I don't know. Montego Bay was on the thing, and somewhere else. Bora Bora. Yeah, I've been talking about going. That's why initially I was going to go to Bora Bora. And then, somewhere along the line, I decided I wanted to go to Turk and Caicos. But the Bora Bora, that was before what? The last time I looked at that was like 5,000 or some shit like that. But it's too late now. I don't want to be in no air for no, 5, 6, 7 hours. I just ain't in the mood for it. Right? I done traveled out, man. And then, all this domestic stuff. I done been to Miami 365 times. You know what I mean? I've been to Vegas 592 times. Goddamn, like all the places I just don't want. Like I've been there so much, I don't really care about going to domestic places anymore. Unless there's something going on. And my little brother, his birthday's September 3rd, and he want to go out there to Vegas. Fly to Vegas for his birthday. So for mine, we're gonna drop that liquor, and other than that, that might be my gift. I don't know. I might have a little kickback or something. I don't know, man. Anyway, it's your boy Mark broadcast a lot. I always said nothing about no truck and stuff, have it. I do still owe y'all my 6-month review of Prime. I'm gonna probably run this year. You just say, "Mo, you never be running." Now, what's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday. I'll be back at the office. We'll be back in Meridian at the office, taking care of the business up there. So I don't know when I'm gonna get back out soon, but I do need to go ahead and put me a little campaign together now that this summer, because we weren't gonna run that much during the winter, but now that it's spring, I can get back out there and do a little running, stack up a little bit, so that next winter I can just kind of chill like I did this year. Like I say, I'm trying to get to that million. I'll be at a million next year probably. I saw they had their little million mile dinner the other day. They showed it on the website. But anyway, I ain't want shit. I ain't want nothing at all, man. This trucking channel, man, ain't really a trucking channel no more. I know what you're saying, Mark. This ain't even a trucking channel no more. I know. My bad, man. I gotta I'm trying to figure out what I can talk about in trucking. I got a lot of stuff to talk about in trucking, but each one of the topics need their own video, man. So just stay tuned, man. Make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate the 100 of y'all, 200 of y'all, however many that's gonna be there watch this video, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment below, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up to your boy, man. Let me know if you ever been down here I tell you what, I do want to go fishing. I doubt if I do it today because I just don't feel like doing it today. Like fishing, you go out on a charter boat, you have to make a day of that. That's the early to evening, and it's just too late to do that today. So I'm just probably go downstairs and see what that dice table hitting on for a little while. Might sit at the roulette table. I'll let you know. Might sit at the roulette table. They got some delicious food down at this particular. All the casinos do too. So we might do a casino tour. It probably be on that Don Shamarco's channel because I do need to start promoting that alcohol now. And we probably do like a lifestyle shit because I stay moving around. I stay on the road somewhere, not just on the road in the truck. I'm talking about I stay traveling somewhere. So like I say, I might try to call it quits after this year, man. That's my goal. I want to stick around and get my little million plaque, and we'll see if we can hang out that long. It's getting hard, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. See, a lot of people, I don't even address haters no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it just take too much energy to address hating ass niggas. You know what I mean? But I ain't mean to say that. But it just take a lot of energy, so I don't even address it no more. But I will say, you know what I'm saying? The plan we put together was a pretty good plan, man. You know what I'm saying? Most truckers' plans are you work for a while and then you try to go local. But at the same time, you still got to put your time and you still got to drive. See, we put the plan together to build a fleet. And, as long as the other trucks running, I don't have to drive. Then we have to figure out what we're going to do with Big Fella. Do I want to just let Big Fella sit? Or do we want to put somebody in it? That's my truck, Big Fella, the big white one. I'm attached to Big Fella, I ain't going to lie. So, and I said when I retired, Big Fella was going to retire. But it still got 2 or 3 more years left on the prime that it can run. So it really be, pointless and crazy to not run it. But I do want to have it in the slot. So big Fella like a slot truck. It come out the slot. After so long, I get the message of that I need to come take a load or whatever. So, when I get the messages, whoop the whoop, boom. I was trying to see what I ain't gonna call his name, but what you call it do with his fleet. I think he run trailers every now and then from Alabama to Tennessee, up there by Nashville. That's be his little off of home time, little situation to stay active. But I don't know. Man. And people just come here to watch, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I was in here telling you about all the failures and stuff like that, or fellas failing at this shit, you know, I have a lot more views and shit like that. Most people just come to watch and see if I'm still surviving. I'm still here, motherfucker. I'm still here, goddammit. I ain't went no motherfucking well. Every time you come, I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So I think we built a pretty solid little foundation. And even if we don't, you know what I'm saying, even if something was go awry with Prime, you know, we own a title to the trucks. We just move them somewhere else. I don't want to have to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm comfortable. Like, I was chatting with truck with my Filipino wife. What's up, brother? In the comments, and he was looking at saying about the fleets, because the last video I said moving the fleet to the A side, but I don't know if that's a good idea now that I think about it, because I've been running the numbers. You know, right now with them trucks being paid off, like my fixed cost is like under $200 on the paid off trucks. 200. So if you say 200 times 4, 800 a month in fixed costs. And that's 50 something for the insurance. Got some bobtail insurance, all the little $18 for the little tablet mess or whatever the little stuff is, or $5 for the payroll, the dollar for the card, $29 is Abacus for my CPA stuff, and just little random stuff, but it comes to under $200. And I was thinking that, you know, that's not a bad trade-off. I ain't got to buy no trailers. I ain't got to pay for no trailers. I do have to put fuel in the trailers, but I ain't got to rent no trailers. They got the loads. They dispatch the trucks. They, you know, if any one of them go down, they make sure the motherfucker get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a win for me. Now all I got to do is just keep adding on to them. You know what I'm saying? Just keep growing. Keep them in rotation, like I say. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, like I say, big fella is the oldest one. It's a 22. It's going to time out eventually. You know what I'm saying? So once it time out, I need to make sure that they are in rotation. So, you know, we just got another one. I might buy another one this year. 2 this year. Big Joe will be paid off next year. So it'll this time next year, Big Joe will get paid off. We just got that one. So not next year, the year after next, that one will be paid off. So yeah, we just keep them in rotation like that. You know, just keep them in rotation. And last year I bought that land for my birthday out there with the lake on it. This year, I probably won't buy no more land, man. I got enough land that I ain't doing nothing with. I need to get from under that land, because right now it's just really just a liability on my books, man. Just weighing my books down. And unless we can get the grants for it, and it give me a little discount with the taxes too, man. And I ain't gonna say it's just weighing it down completely, but it is, you know, putting a little weight on it. And right now, like I say, we ain't doing nothing with it. They just sitting out there. So, I don't know. I gotta reconstruct some things, figure some things out. But like I was saying about the A side, right now I'm probably about 800 in for the month with expenses on them paid off trucks. If I go to the A side, I will get an extra 5%, but that's not gonna justify that $3,000-$4,000 per truck insurance payment I'm gonna have to pay. That's just like putting another truck note on it. $3,000-$4,000 in insurance. That's just like the motherfucker going from truck note. The truck paid out, but now I got another. I'm paying insurance now. So what I was paying on the truck note, now all I'm doing now is just giving it to insurance people. Now that don't make sense to me. Just to say, oh, well, I got, no, fuck that. So I might just, you know, I might sit here for a couple more years and just kind of ponder on it, unless the rates just get just so ridiculous that I need to make that move. But right now, I mean, I'm just gonna chill. I'm in a good place, good space, good place. So yeah, it's just a quick update, man. I ain't want nothing. I was just out here chilling, just giving you something for the algorithm, man. Got a few more videos lined out that I'm gonna sit down and talk to y'all about. But just for right now, I think we doing all right. We in a good little place, good little space. Big fella, I ain't tell you about big fella. Big fella went down a few weeks ago. The clutch went out. So big fella now, like I said, it's a 22. I think Prime, the warranty on it is a 4-year, 600-mile warranty or something like that. So it's under, well, it'd be pushing the 4-year thing, won't it? When I paid big fella off. I paid big fella off in March of last year. So we almost at a year. Now we are at a year. That big fella been paid off. March the 22nd. And it's what, March 24th, 5th. So yeah, big fella been paid off a year now. So we at that 4-year mark. But at the time when it went down, we was under the 4-year mark, under the miles, under the 4-year. And you know what them bastards gonna tell me at the dealership? Talking about, oh, the clutch is only for 400,000, 450, bitch. I had to buy a clutch and a CP some central processing clutch associated mechanism, whatever it was. It cost me another $3,000. So I had to spend fucking $8,300 out of pocket for a fucking clutch. And it is Prime fault because I had went and picked up this trailer. Now, when I picked up that trailer, I'm like, damn, this trailer feel like it's dragging a little bit. Like, you know how you could, like when you in tune with your truck, you can tell when something wrong. And so I was like, man, something going on with this. So it was like, then I was coming through Atlanta. So I had to stop and go. It was stop and go. And then pulling that, and then it really ultimately just messed my clutch up. Because I had first got a little warning. It's like clutch overheating shit. I was like, fuck. But I couldn't, stop in fucking traffic. I was like, fuck. And then eventually, the bitch just went out. Motherfucker went out. And it wasn't like you would push it. Like when you pushing the gas, it just was rev. It wouldn't even switch. The gears wouldn't even fucking. So I thought it was the transmission. Matter of fact, I was hoping that it would be the transmission because I knew the transmission. I'd get a new transmission under warranty. But it was the clutch, man. $8,000. Then before that, I don't know if I told you, Kane. It's just been, this year really just been kind of spending. I've been spending a lot, you know what I'm saying? But, we made it to the point where that's normal. We expect that now, especially, I ain't gonna say they older trucks, because they not old trucks, but they up there now, 3-4 years old, so now they getting up there, you know what I'm saying? They still young, but they getting up there. Like I said, the big fella 22, so, then like what I said about Kane, that's the red one. Kane, the red one with the black grill. BRM, the big red machine, that's the red one with the chrome grill. And the new one, I got it red with chrome grill. I ain't gave it a name yet. So I got 2 red ones with chrome grills. But the one that I get most often that y'all, I see your truck, that's the one with the black grill. That's Kane. Kane, I had to buy a radiator. Now, the radiator's supposed to be, this is the second or third time I had to replace that fucking radiator. So the first 2 times was under warranty. This time, it had a little dent in it. They gonna say, oh, it looked like it got hit by a rock. I think the technician did that. You know what I'm saying? But either way it go, you know what I'm saying, it cost me $3,500. So $3,500. And then in one of them videos you saw with Big Joe, that's the black one, the black truck, I think the DEF pump went out in that, but that was warranted. So they fixed that. It just cost me a little downtime. That radiator should have been under warranty, and that damn clutch should have been fucking under warranty. So $3,500, $8,000. Then the big red machine. See, this is what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear me complaining and fussing. That's what you want to hear, because I'm on holiday. I just said for a few days, a day or two, and I ain't gonna forget the fussing. So, but the big red machine, they had to go up there to the terminal to do some, I think they had to get their little, the little medical shit done or whatever. Every time them trucks go to the terminal, they put them on some bullshit, cheap ass, fucking freight ass, dumb ass loads, and they be having my hands be tied on the shit because I turn that shit down. See how y'all got me cussing now? I was doing good, but I turn that shit the fuck down. I'm not running across no country for no fucking free. I just ain't gonna do it, cause every time, when the trucks go down and I have to replace some shit, you running the business. Well, I remember that every fucking day I wake up and I get a load. Remember, why you turn it down? It's cause I'm running a fucking business. That's why. I'm not finna run up the highway for fucking free. And then if something go wrong, who gotta pay me? Now messed up my brake, man, on my fucking time. But anyway, what I was saying there, but they had a load that was supposed to go up to Kansas City. And I said, nah, we not taking that load. But the only reason we took it was because the driver needed to go to the terminal to get the medical thing. They were like, well, we can drop it at the terminal. I said, all right, we can drop it at the terminal. How about when they get to the terminal, oh, we can't find nobody to take the load. Can you take it up there? They was doing that fucking blizzard. That truck stayed up there in the blizzard for 3 fucking days, stuck in that damn ice and shit. Cause see, now I don't send my trucks up there when if it's snowing and no shit like that. The other day they tried to give me a load, not me a load, cause I'm a Southeast. I don't leave out the Southeast for no reason or occasion whatsoever unless I'm going to the terminal. I'm in Southeast strictly. But they were trying to send Kane over there to fucking Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? Wyoming. All kind of wind advisories, wind 100 miles an hour. Now I said, you're not going up there. I'm not going, no. Because that truck flip over, who going to have to pay for it? Me. You ain't going up there. I wasn't talking to her like that. I'm just telling Prime, they're not finna see, like, and then he get out of me, be careful, just like that little drive I saw on the damn thing where he flipped his truck. Looked like he was driving in a fucking blizzard. He flipped his truck, said, I done flipped my truck or whatever. They fired his ass. I don't know who he was with. I knew they were going to fire him once that video started circulating. I think World Star picked it up. Everybody picked that video up. News station. He was hanging from the seat in the damn train. He's standing up on the ground. I saw a truck not too long ago when I was coming up one of them highways down in Georgia. That it was you know how they got the little signs on the side, little billboard signs. That motherfucker was damn near split in half, had hit that damn metal post on that sign. All the places that truck could have went off the road at. And it went off the road at that damn sign. That big ass metal them big bridge structures, they got them poles up there. Split that motherfucker damn near in half. I was like, that's a final destination shit. Man, y'all be careful out here, man, for real. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Understand you trying to out here to make money. I got that. But, man, don't be putting your life in jeopardy, man, because, listen, when you gone, they going to have somebody else in that damn seat, man. Somebody else in that seat. I ain't heard nothing about that accident. That motherfucker was damn near split in half. From the front of the cab to the damn bunk area, the pole was just, I was like, damn, that shit was fucked up. That shit was crazy. You be seeing some crazy. When I was coming up here today, shit, I passed 3-4 fucking truck accidents. One of them had some hay. It had fucking waste hay all over the fucking road or some shit. And the camper had flipped over. I said, it was them trucks we hauling the little campers. One of them had flipped over, and it had the truck raised. That's a strong ass hitch. Whatever hitch he had, that motherfucker was strong as shit, because it had the back of the truck raised in the air. So I guess he was, you know how they be driving and thinking, I don't know what they be thinking when they be goddamn driving. But, they was, whatever he was doing, it didn't work out too good for him. So I saw that, and then there was a truck, trailer that was on fire. A reefer truck. I don't know if it was a reefer or a dry van, but the trailer had caught on fire. Man, it's a lot going on, man. So y'all be safe out there, man. Anyway, it's your boy Mark, man. I'm finna go and relax for a little while and, you know, win me some money. Anyway, it's your boy Mark. I'm out this thing. Y'all be breezing, man. Y'all want to see outside for one more time? It's a little fog out there. But I'll show it to you one more time. Yeah, if y'all come up here, IP, Scarlet behind me, Beau Rivage, or the Palace. Now, when I go, sometime when I come up here, like we got good discounts at the Palace. So, you know, if you can, try to get your room at the Palace, tell them to upgrade you to a jacuzzi suite. And yeah, you'll be in the game. You'll have a good time. The Palace is nice. Only casino up here I don't like is Boomtown. You can't see it because it's over here on this side of the IP. But I don't too much like Boomtown. It's like an old fashioned shit. Everything else, the Hard Rock, they got clubs and shit in there. They just like whole little vibes. Each one of them, you don't have to leave. They got good food, little gaming. And you on the ocean. There's a beach over there. So, yeah. Anyways, your boy Mark. I'm out this thing. Peace.